Today is the day. Now is the time. Are y'all sick of me yet? Man, I can't help but smile each day. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for spending some time. We are on the way. Going. All right, so today I had somebody the other day ask me some questions that really... Today's topic can be a bit heavy. So parental advisory. But they're the real questions. So I want to offer them to you, and maybe a couple questions that we can consider in living our best life. Questions that get us to consider specifically where we want to be, who we want to be, and so on. So somebody asked me the other day, they said, hey, would you agree that one day you're going to die? I said, yeah, of course. Nobody's going to outrun that one. Now, would you agree that somebody is going to read your eulogy one day? I said, yeah, absolutely. All right. So if that's the case, what are 10 things that person is going to say about you? 10 things. And I started to list them. I said, 1, always cared about his family. Number 2, was committed to his purpose. 3, was absolutely resilient. Never stayed down, always got back up. And it started to get me to really consider, okay, how do I want to live while I'm here? While I'm here right now, how do I want to live? And one of the most empowering ideas that the person offered me was, what if each person that you met was better off for meeting you? I said, wow. After going through that whole exercise, I started to think, man, it really gets me in a zone where I live each day as if it's my last. I live each day the way I want to live it in the moment. And this is how I'm going to live my life. And I hold myself accountable to those standards. And it puts it in perspective that this is where we're all heading. I mentioned this to somebody else, and they said, yeah, I had a eulogy I had to write, and it wasn't anything spectacular for the person. I'm like, well, this is going to be you someday. Here's what you have to look forward to. And I get that that's heavy for a lot of people, and I get that that's real. That, to me, is why it's effective. And if you ask yourself, what am I going to do with my day? It's a whole lot different than what do I want someone to say about me at my eulogy, which is real, is where we're all heading. So, that's one activity that really opened my mind, and I wrote it, and I'm going to continue to polish it. I gotta say, it was really opened my eyes to live in an empowering way and to inspire people. And there's these certain things I want about myself on a grand scale to live by. So that one really helped me out. Another one that I was introduced to a couple years ago and was reintroduced to me the other day was, if there was somebody in your life that was going to die tomorrow, would you treat them any differently today? And that's one that nobody wants to talk about. Well, I can't think about losing my mom or losing my dad or losing my uncle or brother or significant other. I can't think about that. Well, what if it puts you in a place where you really wanted to appreciate everything that they've done for you? You want to really let them know how you feel and leave nothing unsaid. You ever have that person that has gone through that experience and said, man, I wish I could tell them this. I wish I could say this. And that person's not there anymore, and you can still have that conversation. It's a little different, but you can still have that conversation. And man, I started reaching out to a couple people, and they're like, man, what? Like, I'm surprised you're calling. I was just thinking about you. And I want to make sure, for me, that I thank the people that are supporting me, that I thank the people that got me to the next step, that helped me along my way, that helped me be the best version of me. And it's inspiring for me to live in that place, because I touch so many lives, and I really get to see what other people feel and think, and some of the experiences I've had with people. And I had a Facebook post a while ago that I put up that said something along the lines of, hey, I know there's a lot of us that haven't been connected in a while. What's one memory you have with me? And I asked people to reshare it on their pages afterwards, and it was incredible the amount of comments that people came up with, people from high school that I haven't talked to in years, people from way back that I said, man, it was a blast from the past to go through and see, wow, the amount of people you touch in your life and what they remember you for. And it's really cool to see where you're at and how you show up for people and how they remember you. So it got me to think, and it was really, there's a couple questions we can ask ourselves every single day. Maybe you don't ask these deep, heavy questions every single day, but you can touch on them every once in a while. When you get out of your funk, or you're in a funk, yeah, you'd be in a funk, right? You get out of a funk, that'd be a good thing. When you're in a rut, you can ask these questions and really tap into what's important for you. Why am I feeling this way? Why am I frustrated? Why am I feel like I'm not making progress? And you get right back into what's important to you, and it brings a little perspective to the situation where, oh, you know what? I'm not living my values. I'm not living the way that I committed to living. I'm not in touch with this side of myself. I'm not working towards this. And I think when we're out of that game, that's when frustration, tired, when all of that sits in. And that's what will zap your energy. And what gives you energy is the pursuit of those dreams, of that life that you want to live, the person that you want to become, the person you want to be. So, those are some questions that I found get me right back to the source. And a couple people hit me like, whoa, that's why would you ask that question? It's real. It's you looking for an answer? Ask yourself that question. You ask yourself a quality question, you'll get yourself a quality answer. And this is to add on to that. If you're asking yourself, man, why does this always happen to me? Well, your brain is in constant problem-solving mode, and it will always give you an answer. Why do I suck at this? Why am I bad at this? Why does this always happen to me? And you'll give yourself all the reasons why that happens. You give yourself a better question, you'll get a better answer. What can I learn from this? How can I leverage this to not make that mistake again? How can I use this strong experience to never let this happen again? How can I start making progress? Just ask some better questions. Well, why does this happen to me? Good luck. Oh man, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm just offering you my 2 cents. I hope nothing but the best for you. I want to see you live the best version of your life. And I'm curious what that looks like. I know you're capable of something great. I know it. I've got a feeling. So, I'm curious what it looks like. And I definitely want to know. So, thanks for tuning in. Short and sweet today. It's a heavy one, so I'll keep it nice and punctual. Thanks for tuning in. I'll check in with you guys soon, all right? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.